Shafiqa and good morning. My name is Nur Shafiqa Umar Bidina Saad. My meeting number is 71421. Today I will be representing on the topic Initial IMO Strategy on the Reduction of Greenhouse Gas Emission from Ships under the MARPOL Convention. International shipping plays a very important role in the global economy as it carries nearly 90% of world trade. However, despite being one of the most energy efficient modes of transport, the shipping industry still contributes significantly to greenhouse gas emission, mainly carbon dioxide. With increasing global concern over climate change, pressure has been placed on all sectors, including maritime transport, to reduce their environmental impact. Existing measures were no longer sufficient to meet long-term climate goals. Therefore, a global and coordinated approach was required, and this is where the International Maritime Organization or IMO plays a key role. In response to this challenge, the IMO introduced the initial GHG strategy in 2018, which aimed to reduce greenhouse gas emissions from ships while ensuring sustainable development of the shipping industry. Next, I will explain about the vision of the initial IMO GHG strategy. So, the main vision of this strategy is to decarbonize international shipping and gradually move towards a low carbon and environmentally friendly maritime industry. This vision also supports global effort to combat climate change and is aligned with the objective of the Paris Agreement, which aims to limit global temperature rise. In the long term, the IMO envisions a shipping industry that adopts cleaner energy, improves ship design, and efficient operation while still maintaining safety and economic growth. Overall, the vision emphasizes sustainability, environmental protection, and responsibility towards future generations. Now, I will discuss about the level of ambition and guiding principle of the strategy. In terms of level of ambition, the IMO has been set several important targets. Firstly, the strategy aims to reduce the carbon intensity of international shipping by at least 40% by the year 2030 compared to 2008 levels. Secondly, encourage further effort towards achieving a 70% reduction by 2050. In addition, the strategy also targets to reduce the total annual greenhouse gas emission from shipping by at least 15% by 2050, again compared to 2008 levels. This target clearly shows that IMO commitment towards long-term emission reduction, and it shows that to support this ambition, several guiding principles are applied. One of the key principles is common but differentiate responsibilities, which is recognize that countries have been different capabilities and level of development. Another important principle is non-discrimination, which is ensuring that all the ships are treated fairly regardless of the flag state. The strategy also promotes technological innovation, energy efficient, and capacity building, especially for developing countries to ensure that the transition towards low carbon shipping is inclusive and achievable. To translate policy into action, the IMO has launched several initiatives and projects under this strategy. One of the key measures introduced is the Energy Efficient Existing Ship Index or EEXI, which requires existing ships to meet minimum energy efficient standards. Another important measure is the Carbon Intensity Indicator or CII, which evaluate and rate ships based on their operational carbon intensity. In addition, ships are required to implement the Ship Energy Efficiency Management Plan, or SEEMP, which focus on improving operational efficiency. Beyond regulations, the IMO also launched the Green Voyage 2050 project, which supports developing countries in reducing greenhouse gas emissions from shipping through technical assistance and training. Furthermore, the strategy encouraged the use of alternative fuels such as LNG, hydrogen, and ammonia, as well as the adoption of new technology to support emission reduction. In conclusion, the initial IMO strategy on the reduction of GHG emissions from ships represent a major step toward addressing climate change within the maritime sector. Through a clear vision, ambitious target, and practical implementation measure, the IMO demonstrates strong leadership in promoting sustainable shipping. However, achieving this goal requires continuous cooperation among government, industry players, and international organizations. With innovation, commitment, and global collaboration, the shipping industry can move towards a cleaner and more sustainable future. Here the reference that being used for this presentation include material from the International Maritime Organization, the MARPOL Convention Annex 6, and information from the official IMMO website on air pollution and energy efficiency. That's all from me. Thank you for watching.